Imagine you wake up tomorrow. No phone, no Wi-Fi, no electricity, no toilet, no pizza delivery. Congratulations! You've just been dropped into medieval Europe. Think you'd survive? Well, before you celebrate becoming a mighty knight, let's see if you can survive your first week without dying from disease, starvation, or accidentally insulting the wrong noble. Because life back then wasn't a fantasy movie. It was basically a survival game with the difficulty set to impossible. Let's find out. Level 1. Arrival. The first thing you notice. The smell. Imagine every garbage can in your city exploded. Then someone added farm animals. Then nobody cleaned anything for 6 months. That's medieval Europe. Most streets were filled with mud, animal waste, human waste, and whatever people decided to throw out their windows. If you looked up and heard someone yell, "Look out! Run! Immediately!" because that bucket probably wasn't filled with water. Level 2. Food. After surviving the smell, you get hungry. Easy, right? Just order food. Nope. There are no restaurants, no supermarkets, no refrigerators. Your options are whatever the village has today. Breakfast, maybe stale bread. Lunch, more bread. Dinner, congratulations! It's bread again. If you're lucky, you'll get cheese, onions, or cabbage. Meat, only if you're rich. Or it's a special holiday. Fresh fruit during winter. Good luck. And drinking plain water. Actually, that could be dangerous. Many rivers and wells were contaminated, so people often drank weak ale instead because it was usually safer after brewing. Imagine explaining to your modern doctor, "I stay hydrated with beer." Level 3. Your job. Unless you're born into nobility, you're probably a peasant. That means waking up before sunrise, working until sunset. 6 days. Sometimes 7 days. Every single week. No weekends. No paid vacation. No retirement. Your boss. Nature. Missed the harvest. And everyone could starve. Your daily workout? Ploughing fields. Carrying heavy loads. Cutting wood. Digging. Walking everywhere. Forget expensive gym memberships. Life was the gym. Level 4. Hygiene. Now let's talk about something everyone loves. Bathing. Or rather, not bathing. Contrary to popular myths, many medieval people did wash. Public bathhouses existed in many places, but they weren't available everywhere, and regular bathing wasn't always easy. Soap was basic. Hot water had to be heated by hand. And washing clothes. That was hours of hard work. Your toothbrush? Probably a twig. Your deodorant? You don't have one. Your shampoo? Also doesn't exist. Let's just say personal space became very important. Level 5. Medicine. You wake up with a fever. Today you'd visit a doctor. Back then, things got interesting. Medical knowledge was limited. Doctors often relied on old theories about balancing the body's humours. Some treatments actually helped. Many didn't. One famous treatment was bloodletting. Feeling sick? Let's remove some blood. Still sick? Maybe remove more blood. To be fair, medieval doctors genuinely wanted to help. They simply didn't understand germs yet, which meant infections that are easily treated today could become deadly. A tiny cut while chopping wood, that could end your story. Level 6. Crime. You decide to steal some bread. Bad idea. Punishments could be extremely harsh, depending on the place and time. People could face public humiliation, whipping, branding, or worse. Justice wasn't always fair. Trials often depended on local laws, witnesses, or powerful nobles. Sometimes accusations alone could ruin your life. The lesson: don't steal, and definitely don't steal from the Lord. Level 7. Becoming a knight. But I'll just become a knight. Sure. If you're born into a wealthy family, training usually started in childhood. You'd spend years learning riding, swordsmanship, archery, hunting, and battlefield discipline. Real combat wasn't glorious. Armor was heavy. Battles were terrifying. Weapons were brutal. And even if you survived the fighting, an infected wound afterward might kill you. Hollywood usually skips that part. Level 8. Disease. Your greatest enemy isn't a dragon. It's something you can't even see. Disease spread quickly in crowded towns. Poor sanitation, limited medical knowledge, and close contact with animals made outbreaks common. Then came one of history's greatest disasters, the Black Death. It killed tens of millions of people across Europe during the 14th century. Entire villages disappeared. Families vanished. Nobody knew bacteria or fleas were responsible. People searched for explanations everywhere. But the real cause remained hidden. Level 9. Entertainment after all that hard work. What do you do for fun? No Netflix, no YouTube, no PlayStation. Instead, people enjoyed festivals, music, dancing, storytelling, archery contests, board games, and traveling performers. If a jester visited your village, that was basically your version of binge-watching a new series. Let's see how you're doing. You've survived terrible food, questionable hygiene, hard labor, limited medicine, strict laws, deadly disease, and absolutely zero internet. Modern life has its problems, but after spending 1 week in medieval Europe, you'll probably never complain about slow Wi-Fi again. So, how long do you think you'd survive in medieval Europe? 1 day? 1 week? 1 year? Tell us in the comments. And if you enjoyed traveling back to history without actually catching the plague, hit the like button, subscribe, and join us for more unbelievable stories from history. See you in the next adventure.